Writing the introduction to your report one. So hopefully in your two sides of notes, you'll have written a marketing message, because what I've said is it's a good idea to put a marketing message as part of your introduction. But you can see that in your introduction, you're just going to explain in one sentence what you've been asked to do, what the aim or aims are of the business, and explain which are the two options. So I'm going to choose the one about social media, explain what your marketing message is and why you've chosen that marketing message. So if you just bear with me, you'll see that appear. Okay, so here's my introduction. I kept it short and sweet at the top. I've said I'm going to be creating a rationale and marketing campaign for Decreal Gear. They're an independent sportswear manufacturer and retailer. They want to increase their revenue for increased brand awareness, customer loyalty. All of this information I've got from the case study. And since they want to increase their interaction with their social media platforms, so where have I got that from? Well, I got it from the part B. They want to increase existing customers by encouraging them to interact with the social media platforms. So I've used that. I think the best way to do this by creating social media content, providing information about product, services, and fitness information for existing and new customers. So I've said I'm choosing this one here to create content for the social media. Now, the next thing I know I need to have in my introduction, and this is hugely important, is a marketing message. So you can see on here or here, either side. Let's focus on this side for now. I've now come up with and hopefully you should have done this in your 2 hours. Come up with a marketing message, and you can see that my marketing message says that Decreal should be a brand that people associate with sustainability. And I haven't just made that up. What I've done is I've read the case study. In the case study, I saw that 36% of the people that they surveyed said environmental factors were a major factor in them buying sportswear. And I also know in the case study, in the part A, they said in 2021, there were other brands, smaller brands, that were all focused on sustainability as well. So I've used the word market share. They should also focus on sustainability, so they're not losing market share. And I've also used the word brand identity. Look, I'm trying to use phrases here that the examiner is going to give me credit for. These are marketing phrases. Finally, I've said they could use a slogan to represent their marketing message. And here is a slogan that I've said that they should use. Some people get confused with the marketing message and just write a slogan in. A slogan is one way of showing what your marketing message is, but the marketing message really is all about how you want people to feel about your brand. Okay, so according to Sprout Social here, messages don't just refer to the actual words and phrases, but the feelings and emotions that you want people to associate with the brand. Okay, and you have to use the case study. You have to show the examiner you're using the case study. Now, the marketing message doesn't have to be sustainability. It doesn't have to be anything ethical. Often we talk about ethical marketing messages, and actually, if we look back in part A, they talked about some of the marketing messages that other businesses had used during lockdown. So they talked about Nike and how Nike had basically were telling people to stay indoors, and they were giving them all this information for free. And they were talking about Gymshark doing the same, but other places, sort of other marketing messages that came out in 2021 were to do with diversity and all that kind of thing. Now, if we think about Apple's marketing message, when I think of Apple, I think of a luxury brand, and the message they're trying to get across is not only is this a stylish brand, but it's going to improve your life in some way. And they represent the way their marketing message comes out. They don't just write, this is our marketing message. It comes out in the way, in their product, in their pricing that they put, in the way they promote it, in the physical environment of their website, what their website looks like, the physical environment of their shops. And that's why whatever you write in your marketing message here, you are then going to use in your 7Ps, basically, and anywhere else that you can refer to the marketing message. Now, one final thing here is I've tied in this marketing message. I've used the words brand identity, and I've talked about using about market share. I guess what I could have also done is saying that, I mean, I have sort of said it, like this could be the reason people choose to Creel over less environmentally friendly brand. What I could say is this could help them to increase their overall aim of increased revenue, because if people are choosing to Creel over a different brand because of their sustainability, then that should hopefully lead to greater sales. So marketing messages, make sure, I always say, put it in your intro, make sure you've used some research. Hopefully you're going to be doing that in your 2 hours, so you come up with a marketing message, and you might come up with a slogan as well.